Well, one thing is for sure is DJ BlessOne is always correct about these things. I didn't do videos in 3 days because there was no point of me doing videos. We just did a video about Shedeur a couple of days ago before Rex Ryan embarrassed him, before Shedeur had to go in front of the national world, speak without saying anything because Dillon Gabriel was named the starter. That's not why Shedeur did the performance that he did where he didn't say anything. It wasn't jealousy that Dillon Gabriel is the starter. Hang on, I need the football. The conglomerate known as ESPN was the ones who played towards the narrative to bring Shedeur down. You guys been witnessing it. All the hit pieces come from where? ESPN, while they're trying to dissolve the situation and pretend they care about Shedeur. So what is BlessOne talking about? I did a video telling Shedeur he needs to say something. Because I got enough love for my brother to not sugarcoat nothing, to not lie about it, and you folks got mad at me. Shedeur Sanders should say something because at this point, taking the high road does what for you? You took the high road. You've never said anything negative. You've never disrespected anybody. Going back to your days in Texas at that private school. Going back to Jackson State University at that beautiful HBCU. Going back to Boulder, Colorado. What has Shedeur really done that got all these non-melanated people in a fuss? Can we be real? The melanated ones who are in a fuss are the step infections. And then you got the Mayo community who got great people in it. But unfortunately, you got people in your communities with insecurities who have woke up every day to be obsessed with black folks. Meaning no matter what we do, we're the blames of your problem. We're the blames of why your daughters and sons don't like you. We're the blames why you got fired today. It's the 13%. We're the blame of why the NFL is not looking the way it needs to be. I've seen that rhetoric by Jason Whitlock. But case in point, I told Shedeur Sanders, no matter what you do, sir, they are going to ridicule you. So why take the high road? Why not say something? It was cute when Shedeur responded back to Rex Ryan by not saying anything. So what did Rex Ryan say? He just said the typical normal. Rex Ryan, who's been supposedly defending Shedeur this whole time, snapped out of nowhere and said Shedeur needs to stop crossing his arm and doing all that. The man didn't say nothing. So it looked like Rex Ryan was fishing for something, right? Almost as if someone put a battery in his back and told him to say this. See, a lot of other Mayo people, they say it from their racial pride, their insecurities, just racial hatred. You can see why they say it. Rex Ryan had no reason to say the BS that he said. Why did he go on this tirade on Shedeur Sanders? It reminded me of Aaron Goldman on ESPN radio when Shedeur hugged the kicker. He said he had an issue with it because it appeared to be fake by Shedeur. Shedeur is taking attention away from the team by hugging the kicker that missed the field goal. And then to you people who are going to say, BlessOne, it's not racial, you're just doing too much. Well, then Aaron Goldman followed up with Riz by saying, well, another thing we had an issue with Shedeur Sanders, he needs to put his hat on straight. He doesn't need to have his hat on backwards like that. Then I begin to show multiple videos of Mayo quarterbacks from the glorious days of Brad Johnson and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to Tom Brady himself putting hats backwards. And what does a hat backward has anything to do with a football game? Relatively speaking, what does that have to do? So essentially, we're taking the minor things that we normally commend people on. We normally say, thank God they're not having all these type of off-field issues or whatever. But over here, what Rex Ryan did, what many other Mayo counterparts and step infections are doing, you're manufacturing a problem that never existed. Shedeur merely is only telling you by remaining quiet, by not echoing no words during that press conference and humming it out. He's merely telling you guys, damn, I can't do nothing. I can't say anything. I'm the consummate professional. I'm being given equipment managers to throw footballs with. So what do I do instead of complaining? I smile. I tell them this is what I do anyways. It's a problem. Rex Ryan is angry with me because I tell the truth. The NFL quarterback play is horrendous. So what Cam Ward is doing is beautiful. What J.J. McCarthy is doing is beautiful. I can keep going down the list. And let's just be real. I know you're in love with Jackson Dart right now. Congratulations, Jackson Dart. I'm actually rooting for you now. I like your personality. SEC, man. But at the end of the day, for almost the whole game, you only had 59 yards at the time. You were like 7 of 9. Then all of a sudden it went to 7 of 12. And then basically you're stagnated because they know you're a running quarterback. Ain't that's what y'all told us? You become one-dimensional. Jackson Dart is one-dimensional. And he's Daniel Jones 2.0. But no one is saying anything about it. So you guys just wait for it. The quarterback play is horrendous. So Shedeur Sanders is a problem. He's not a team player, even though he's not talking about his team quarterback play. He said, have you seen the NFL? And he should be talking about Joe Flacco. Could you imagine if Shedeur Sanders was the one underperforming like Joe Flacco, and Flacco would have said something like that? Well, NFL play is not, quarterback play is not looking good right now. He would have been awarded for that. Everybody in the news would have picked it up as Shedeur needs to do better. Joe Flacco gets rewarded the number 2 position. We're going to do a separate video on that. They never wanted Shedeur in the first place at Cleveland. I told you this. Why does it take the same reoccurring theme for you people to get out of your body and feeling to say, oh my gosh, look what they're doing to the Shedeur? But you're the same group of people when I drop the video that Shedeur needs to say something. You're bringing up God into this. He doesn't have to say anything. God will do the rest. Like, shut up, lady. This ain't Pastor Porkchop. I'm a profound believer of the scriptures, but you're misusing the scripture for your own personal opinion. You don't watch football. You don't really support Shedeur. You're just trying to say something profound in front of the comment section so you can get extra likes. But this isn't a game. This is someone's actual livelihood, actual career. No, God helps those who helps themselves. God helps those who helps themselves. You don't just sit down, God is going to fix all my problems for me. You still got to get on your knees and pray. You still got to deliver the words of God to the people out there by your actions. Your actions always speak louder than, you guessed it, words. So when these people who are not even trolls, just people who feel themselves, don't even know what's going on. Don't worry about it. You're doing too much, BlessOne. He ain't got to say nothing. Yes, the hell you do. Because even when Shedeur doesn't say anything, they ridicule him. They find all these false narrative stories. Now we waking up today where we should be celebrating this October day, the change of the season. We have to find different provisions to make, for food gathering. That is if you live in the countryside like me. It's a beautiful day. You get to see your kids work. You get to see all that. But what do I got to wake up to? So yeah, I took 3 days break. I get to see ESPN just tarnishing the image of this young man for what? For what? It's not only because it sells, they protect the shield. You guys are going to learn later, all these media conglomerates, these journalists, these pundits, these other players, including Shedeur Sanders' teammates, you're going to learn what it's really about. And unfortunately, you people don't get it. So I understand why you look at a guy like me and you want me to acquiesce and cater to what you're normally catering to. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ BlessOne, the best one. Shedeur, you keep doing them cute press conferences, and I love you, but bro, what are we doing here, bro? A simple, all right, Dillon Gabriel is starting. Waiting for my turn one day if I ever come. It is what it is. Or you can go the route. I'm saying, look, I've been the consummate professional, ladies and gentlemen, with this organization. I don't know what's really been going on. Only Kevin Stefanski can speak on that. At this point, I don't even feel like I'm part of the team. So I'm just going to continue. Something like on the lines like that if you're playing it safe. But if you're going to be radical, to be quiet and do the meme thing, shout out to Coach Prime, who seems to enjoy it. But I'm here to tell you guys, The power structure controls Shedeur Sanders' career right now. You've seen what they did to all of Colorado Buffalo players besides Travis Hunter. You've seen LaJohntay Wester. You've seen Will Shepherd. Oh, we definitely seen what they did to Shepherd. And even the previous years before, we seen what they did to other players. We seen what they did to Jimmy Horn Jr., right? 6th round? But Dillon Gabriel is a 3rd rounder. And the rest is history. This is going to cripple recruiting for Coach Prime if it hasn't already. How you guys haven't been seeing that. Parents are going to begin to be telling their kids, should they even favor Colorado? Look at the drama you have to relay and be in. Because when they see ESPN pundits are even in on the fix, they're not going to be like, look, they're against us. No, they're going to say, look, we got to get away from Coach Prime. That's what they're going to say. And I warned you guys. I predicted all this and previously videos I've spoke on this for years now. And I'm not going to say I told you guys so, because with the devil, there is no telling you so. You have to get spanked sometimes to learn the lesson. And unfortunately, all you gullible people, well, you're getting spanked right now.